Okay guys, we're here. It's time for the Zoma... Well, the Zoma... I was gonna call it the Conclave. That's not quite the right word. Anyway, the Gauntlet of Zoma. We have to do that first. And so for this, well, we are prepared. And we have some different gear than I thought I would have. So you see that we have the Falcon Sword instead, because the Falcon Sword is fucking good in this. I thought it was not going to be as good as it would normally be, but no, it is very useful. It basically is going to double our attack completely. The next best sword is going to do so much less, just don't bother with it. So, we are going to be using the Falcon Sword for this most of this trial, but I will show you when I change my equipment. I'm also going to show the stats in a little bit, but hang on. We have also the Light Dress that we picked up at the Call Pachisi track. This is actually better than the Legendary Armor as well. Just so that it has exact same resistances. It does not have the healing per step, but you don't need that for boss fights. And it just has a little bit more defense. So I'm taking the extra defense of this one. Hero Shield, what I expected to get, but there you go. And we have the Great Helm because at this point we just want defense from our helmets, since we don't have to worry about the statuses that the Ortega helmet has. And of course the Starry Bracer, because I did try using some stat seeds. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to max out my agility yet, so I was like, yeah, let's stick to the Starry Bracer instead. The Orochi Sword will be useful to help lower defenses where needed. The Mist Staff will be used later, but not right now. Sleep Staff was an option, but I decided against it, so don't worry about it. The King Sword, I just want to show that, yeah, it does raise our attack, but it's not enough to outplay the Falcon Sword with our strength, so, oh well. And the Ortega Helm, just again, this is just to show the comparison, is like, yeah, it's less defense, and yeah, you don't need the resistances. And same thing here with the Light Armor, which is our Legendary Armor. Yeah, 6 defense less than the Light Dress. So this is another reason to pick a female hero. Now let's look at our stats. I normally do this in different ways, but you can see I'm level 48. Yeah, our strength is almost maxed out. I saw that our strength was close to maxed out, so I tried using up all our strength seeds, but we didn't have enough to completely max it out. Still, I think it's fine, and we're good on that. Vitality, same thing. I didn't put any vitality seeds in yet, though. Intelligence, we got some decent intelligence gains. Some of it from Pachisi, some of it from just leveling up. So we actually have very suitable MP. And Vitality is doing pretty well as well. The level ups are easier thanks to having a flaming boomerang to kill so many things that, I don't know, levels just go fast. Just how it is. So I didn't even really kill any liquid metals. I think I only killed like 1, maybe 2 at total, and that was before with Baramos. So you just gain a lot of experience, especially when you're fighting goopies and whatnot. So that's why we're level 48. This was not intentional grinding. This was literally just traveling. So anyway, that's all done. Why don't we go ahead and face the King Hydra. We're going to hear a mute for just a moment because I have to put something off screen. There we go. Because I need some references here. Anyway, here comes Zoma. I'll meet you at the start of the fight because this is probably going to take a bit. Here we go. First up, King Hydra, the one that killed our father. Well, the first thing we want to do is go ahead and lower their defense with the Orochi Sword. It worked. It has 150 defense, but according to the stats thing, but I'm just not going to bother. So, Falcon Sword, 200 damage already. Very good. Alright, so it's doing about 16 with Spewing Fire, 59, so 60 damage. We want to be above 120, let's say 130 to be safe. That's our HP threshold before healing at the moment. 67, 70, so 140. Alright, so 150's healed, so let's do it. Now, if this was the NES era, then he'd be recovering 90 to 110 HP per round, but, well, he's not. So, he has more HP instead of the 550 he would on the NES. So he has 1600. We're above 150. Let's keep going. I don't remember each HP threshold for the people, so that's why I am doing this, figuring it out as I go. One issue I do have is sometimes the creatures will just go ahead of you. Even though I have 255 agility, and like someone like him only has 50 agility, will randomly just be like, nah, I get to go first. And it's like, nope, you're screwed. That does happen sometimes. Alright, we're doing okay, and if you want to spew fire, that's fine. Your spew breath is really, really bad. Surprised he doesn't have a scorching breath, but I ain't complaining. Alright, we're about to hit below 150. Let's go ahead and heal. The good news is that it's very rare for King Hydra to beat your agility, though. But it can happen. I had a couple of issues, though, with some of the later fights where they really should not have... They have no reason to be going ahead of us, and yet they do. It's kind of infuriating, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we're above 150. And there we go. That's it for King Hydra. I shall meet you at the Baramos... The Solo Baramos, I think, or Bomus, or whatever his name is. See you there. Alright, and now it is Baramos Bomus. First thing we want to do, I clean up my inventory just so you guys know, is to Mist Staff this guy, because as soon as you do, his main damage is going to go down. Nope. Because magic actually hurts us more than the breath of damage. The breath damage, 37. That's bad. Not bad. Physical, not that bad either. But magic goes like up to 60s, and he can attack 3 times, which means that Explodette or blazemost can go pretty hard after a while. Unfortunately, he resists the stop spell by 70%. Let's see, 46, 150, I think. I think we can risk one more Mist Staff before we actually have to heal. Yeah, okay, we gotta heal after this. Because if we get really unlucky and he does triple, we might get screwed. It's mostly Kafrizzle or blazemost that he's going to be... that's going to be problematic. I don't think he can use it 3 times in a row, but it's still not something you want. Unfortunately, we're getting some shit luck right now. Explodette is not great, but it's not bad. That's fine. He hasn't even used it yet. It's weird. Come on! You really do want it, though. Even though he's not using the spell that I was worried about, it will happen if I don't take care of it. And I just know that's what's going to happen. So, alright, Explodette. This is heal time, though. Yeah, this guy is just being annoying. It's like, get silenced already. Alright. Try again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think half of this fight's going to be just trying to do this. Yeah, I probably could have been doing some much more damage at this point, but I don't want to risk... At this point, it's like sunk cost fallacy here, where I'm just like, screw it, just keep trying until it works. You probably could get away without it, but you're safer to get it gone, get it on there. I'm not worried about our MP, though. I'm just more worried about, like, wasting time. We're around 200. I don't trust you. But anyway, stat-wise, he has 72 agility, which shouldn't touch anywhere near our 255. So let's find out if he does. So far, he has not gone ahead of us, though, so that's kind of nice. And he has 200 defense, so after this, we will be lowering his defense as well. He has less resistance. There you go. Jeez. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't think you 100% need to stop spell him, but it's still just, you're better off. Also, now that we stop spelled him, yeah, that's 150. That's half of his defense that he could be lowered by. We don't have to worry until we're at 150 health. Well, I'd say 160 to be safe. Just in case he decides to breathe fire like 3 times in a row, because he can breathe fire pretty... I think that's probably the most damage he can do to us. But anyway, yeah. Luckily, heal all is fine. And now at this point, it's just attack, attack, heal. Oh, really? Don't miss. I don't know if he has a... Yeah, I don't see a dodge on this, so... I was just looking over, but I don't see anything particular of that. That was just a 1-in-something miss. But yeah, it's just wail on him now. I could try lowering his defense again, I assume. But I don't know if the stats I see on this thing is correct. Let me just find out. Can I? He only has 25% resistance. Apparently I could, but that was like half of half. Because we first did 150, now we did 75, so it's like Oh, you're not going to get to 300 or something. That's weird. Sap's weird in this game. I'm not sure. Either that or the, like, my first instinct about the Orochi sword was right, and it's cuss sap and not sap. Therefore, it doesn't lower the defense as much. I don't know. I'm not, as much as I look into this game, I'm not looking that far in. Though I did find that lovely trick with when you're sapped, at least, we reset it. I'm going to risk it. Yeah, he doesn't actually have that much HP, so I probably could have gotten away with just attacking. I am not going to lie. Unfortunately, bad luck. So, in any case, I shall see you at Baramos Gonus, but we're not. I'm going to show you right before, because there's a little bit of setup to do. Okay, for Baramos Gonus / Bones of Baramos, we have one critical thing we had to change, and that is we switched to the bladed armor, because the only thing it does is attack, and we're going to need to heal a lot during this fight, so you want to have some passive damage. It does recover 50 HP per turn, but with how high it hits us, even with the defense that we have, it is going to basically beat that, so we don't have to worry as much with... We don't have to worry about keeping above the 50 HP. You'll see. So that's why we have the bladed armor on. You also don't even have to worry about orochi sword or misstep at all, because he already has 0 defense, 0 agility, no spells. And that's the other reason why we're going without the light armor. Otherwise, we'd be just attack, heal, and you still could lose, because he could attack pretty hard. So anyway, let's get started. For Baramos Gonus. Alright, honestly, we just attack and see how it goes. 116, 152, very good damage. We're already ahead. Did 103, it does 52 to itself. We are above 300 HP, so we can go ahead and attack. If we're below 300, we want to heal. Because he can do 119, he can also do 150, and he can attack twice. Now, this is a case where if we see him go first, there's absolute, complete bullshit going on, because he has 0 agility. But yeah, see that 146? Imagine that twice. We're at 292. It could just barely kill us if it does that twice. So that's why we're healing. And if it does attack twice, it's already going at more than the 50 HP that it heals. In fact, even just that one hit does more than 50 HP. We're above 300, we can attack. But yeah, utilizing the bladed armor, oh look here, 143, 139. This is exactly why you want at least 300, just to get that little extra cushion. But yeah, that damage back is really doing all the work for us. It punishes him for attacking twice, and if he doesn't attack twice, then we get to attack. So, there you go. It's a win-win. I'm actually happy to utilize different armors in this run, and also minor strategies like the equipment changing your, if you're sapped or something. Alright, 309, we can attack. It's just going to be a little close. Hopefully it doesn't have 2 very high rolls in a row, though. Okay, yeah, we're fine. I don't think I've ever seen it go past 148 or something, maybe? Unless I missed it during this fight, Very good. And here's the extra damage to it. Like, that first hit covered the healing, and now that second hit just added. I'm really, again, getting new equipment options at least is nice. Considering most of this run is going to be attack, heal, you know. Alright. 120, we're fine. Okay. Yeah, it really helps us when he only attacks once. But at least, you know, won't harm us when he does twice. Oh, exactly 300? I haven't seen him hit 150. Okay, please don't hit 150. Okay, we're good. And at least he has, like, 0 agility, too. If he somehow could get ahead, we'd be dead. Unfortunately, that might happen with Zoma. But anyway, that's it for Baramos Gonus. Awesome. That went better than I expected. I will see you at the Zoma fight with a little bit of setup. Okay, guys, we're here for Zoma. And there's a couple ways I can do this. The easiest way, well, first things first. I had to go back and save at a king because I realized, oh, all the progress I made getting all the treasure won't be saved if I beat Zoma and do post-game stuff. So I really quickly ran back out and ran back in, and I ended up gaining 2 levels on the way because experience is lucrative when you're by yourself. So, in any case, I'm level 50 now. We may as well take a look at our HP and our other stats too. I don't know why I just said HP instead. I think it's because I was staring right up at it. But anyway, as you can see, our strength's almost at max now. That's nice. It's not going to help that much, but, you know, 2 more. Decent stats all around here. And now for items. We're going to be changing up our items once again. We're back on the light dress because it has a little bit more defense. Falcon Sword is still our best to go with. I did think about using Thordane, but unfortunately we also need our MP to heal, so yeah. Now here's what is going to be different. I can do this without using the no mask. Now if you want to have an easier time, the no mask is the way to go. It comes down to just knowing when you to heal, but otherwise you're fine. But yeah, it's surprisingly you don't need it. It's just a little bit tougher at this level. That's all. I do think that my little bit of an increased level helps ever so slightly, but this is going to be a long fight if I don't use the no mask. So that's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to go with the longer and harder of the two. If we do fail, and if I fail too many times in a test runs, I will probably just put it on. So, but we kind of want the Orochi sword, but I'm going to demo something it's something weird about it, unfortunately. And the light orb we absolutely 100% need. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and give Zoma a hug. Because he loves to talk about us being in in his arms. Because it's Zoma time. Now, first things first, light orb. Don't care, just light orb. He's gonna do some blasty blasts. Luckily he just cast Blizzard instead, which is not as bad as it could be. His physical attack is much, much lower. In that form, he has 500 attack. Alright, we are in decent health. What is it? Yeah, I want to be at least at 230 health for healing. And the first thing we're going to do, try an Orochi sword. Well, actually no. I'm going to first show you his defense. 70 damage plus 72. So we did 140. He heals between 90 and 110. Alright, we're below 230. We gotta heal. He fired an icy pulse. That's nice. But a weird thing I found is that his disruptive wave can get rid of his sap. I don't think it's supposed to work like that, but maybe it's in Dragon Warrior 3, it is everywhere. Anyway, I did 100. I'm gonna be below 230. I might not be able to demo it if he disruptive waves. Let's find out. Because yeah, let's see. We were doing like 70-ish. Now we're doing 108 and 86 is on the low end. Now he icy raid. So 108 and 80 we did. We got 80 heal. He does sometimes outspeed me, but he only has 80 agility, by the way. It's really dumb. But now when we attack, let's see. Do I still keep it? 82? 83? Okay, you can keep doing that. Let's find out. It's either that, or if I keep using the sword... It went down to 70 there. But if I keep using the sword, it'll keep lowering it, but then I think it, like, turns it back around. It's some weird thing. Yeah. We're not really getting our hundreds as much. I don't think it actually can stick, which means we don't even want to bother with using it. Because if that's the case anyway, it just wastes a turn. You're better off just getting as much damage as possible. So let's see. 82, 81. It's hard to tell. I might have just had a low roll the first attack, you know, before I lowered the defense. So, but we're not seeing as many of those high attacks where we were doing 100. I don't feel like demoing at all because this is already going to be a long fight. So, yeah, 70, 90. I think it it's not working the way we want it to. But keep in mind, he's healing up to about at least 110 HP every time he ends the round. So, unless he keeps doing that, we are only doing probably, let's say, 80 and 80, 160. We're only doing about 50 damage in excess each time we attack. And he has 4,700 HP. And every time we heal, we're falling behind a little bit. So, effectively, he's probably got a lot more HP than what he should. But anyway, we attacking. Yeah, at the lowest, we're doing 140 damage if we're only doing the 70s. Alright, we're below. We have to heal. Essentially, we kind of have to hope he doesn't keep using his physical attack, because that is the most damage that he can do, really, to us. But he's always going to act twice. But his other attacks just don't really matter that as much. But we need 230 HP. And he did too much, we have to heal. So, effectively, it seems to be, on average, we're doing about 2 attack rounds and 1 heal round. Okay, we're okay. On average, but every now and then we're going to have to heal more, too. It's like, Well, no, we're not going to heal more, we're going to heal all. Bad joke. Oh, we're at 230, we can attack. Because he does about 110 damage at highest, if he does double physical. Now, the big thing is if he outspeeds us, and if he does, well, I'm gonna be a little rather annoyed because he really shouldn't. Alright, we're okay, we can attack. But yeah, 67, yeah, this is what I mean. He definitely lost the sap, and they didn't ever mention that he lost the sap or of anything. 230, this is going to be slightly risky because I think he can get up to 115, but it's rare. And also if he outspeeds for no reason, we should be okay. Yeah, we're good. But if he outspeeds for no reason, we're just absolutely screwed. It doesn't matter. But I'm not even bothering with the keeping going with the sap. It's kind of weird though that Disruptive Wave gets rid of sap, but I mean, I'm not complaining too hard. It does make me wonder if you should bother with sap on him then, you know, in any type of format, if that's the case. Time to heal though. Because, like, seriously, then you're just wasting a turn, even if you're on a party of 4. Ugh. But yeah, this is going to be a probably disgustingly long fight because of how we're doing this and how we are having to heal so often. Luckily, we do have enough MP for this. We really can't... We still don't want to use Thordane, though, for a little bit of extra damage, sadly. Because it just... it's not worth it. If he keeps doing that, though, that's good. We'll get ahead a bit. Oh, look, he outsped. 80 agility, and he outsped. Bullshit, you know? So, we may get an unlucky moment if he attacks when we're below 230 HP. Yeah, we're gonna heal this time, and if he outspeeds, well, fuck him. If that does happen, I don't know, this fight, if he does that towards the end of it, I'm gonna attack. If he does it towards the end of this, though, I'll be really upset. That's fine. And now we can heal. Again, we only get greatly screwed if he outspeeds us and he double attacks. If he just attacks, we should be fine unless we're at a really close threshold when he's doing his attack. I mean, if he just uses like any other thing but physical attacks, we're generally okay. See, look, he outsped again. Like, what bullshit is this, you know? Like, I don't know. At the highest I could think of... I don't know how the agility is rolled, so to speak. I assume the way... I've mentioned this before. Ooh, thank you. Crits are also get us ahead of it. But I assume the way agility is rolled is... It's sort of like initiative in D&D, where you roll each round, though, instead of, like, just for one fight. And... You take your agility, and then you kind of roll something to see how much... possibly faster you can go than your current agility and how low it can go. It's like a range of something. I'm gonna attack. That's what I assume anyway, is how it works. But I just, based on what we're seeing, but I think the range is way too high when it comes to this. And, oh, he double did that. Okay. It is a bit of a gamble just doing that, though. I kind of hope I was hoping he'd cast Blizzard just so I could heal, but not be worried if he outspeeds me too much, because 197 is not ideal, but at least if he did just attack once or something, then it wouldn't be that bad. We're below 230 already. And he outsped, which could have been bad. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. You know, part of me wants to like have a calculator, but that would be make the fights take even slower, so I'm not going to do that. I imagine if I had some sort of program that connected to the emulator, sort of like how some people do for Pokemon and their layouts and whatnot, then I imagine you could keep track of how much he's healing each turn or something, but I am not a programmer, and I doubt anyone's made something like that for a Game Boy Color version of Dragon Warrior 3, the Game Boy Color version anyway, so I would most likely see it probably on the Super Nintendo if they were going to do that. And unfortunately, though, Dragon Quest is not as wide world popular. Oh! I was going to go on a rant about that, but jeez, we actually made it. If anyone wants to go ahead and calculate how much damage I had to do in order to actually defeat him, let me know. Because he's supposed to have only 4,700 HP, so 4,700 HP total. So that's a thing to think about. But anyway, Zoma's down. That's it for him. All we have left is the bonus boss, so I guess I'll see you there.